It's the real side of H-Town, 97.9 The Box, the Madd Hatta
Morning Show.
You're seeing them in Rush Hours 2 and 3. Of course, one, Jackie Brown. Of course, the Michael Jackson video. You rock my world. Now at the Smart Financial Center on this Sunday at 8 o'clock. Get your tickets right now, smartfinancialcenter.net. It is Chris Tucker on the Madd Hatta Morning Show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. What's going on with y'all?
And trying to live the American dream, my friend. Trying to live the American dream. It's hard these days, though, Chris. It's hard.
Man, I know what you're talking about.
Hey, Chris, you know what? Everybody always asks, because you've done so many blockbuster movies, when you going to do another Rush Hour? When you going to do another Friday? People love those movies, but do you ever get tired of hearing people like, hey, why do y'all want me to keep doing the same thing over and over and over?
You know, I don't get tired because I understand, a movie takes a life, takes a life of its own, and that's a blessing, man. So I understand why people are asking about certain movies and stuff, and I just, I try to get people what they want, but, it's sometimes it's out of my control, but, yeah, man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
I know you get a hard time for that. And, I finally got a chance to see the Def Jam 25, and they were talking about how you was one of the trailblazers on Def Jam 25. Congratulations on that. Did you get a chance to see it, though?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Thank you, man. It was just a blessing, man, to be able to get on that show at that time. And so much notoriety came out of that, man. And it's definitely a big part of my career. And Stan Lathan and Russell Simmons, came up with a vision of doing something like that with HBO. And, man, it gave a lot of people a lot of breaks, man. So it was a blessing.
Do you know when you're going through that, when you're that guy, do you know that you're about to blow up? Can you tell, or were you able to tell, like, yo, I feel like it's happening? Or was there a definitive moment when you're like, here it is, I feel it, the next thing, we going to Hollywood? Do you know that that's happening?
You don't really know. You just pray that you do a good job, man. I knew I did a pretty good job, when I taped this Def Jam, and I couldn't wait till it came out. And when it came out, it just, once again, it took a life of its own, man. And people started, responding to it. And I got on a Def Jam tour at that time, and then I was touring all over the country because of, the popularity of the show and of, my set and stuff like that. So it was great, man.
Speaking of touring across the country, how did you start that relationship with Michael Jackson? I was always interested in that relationship.
Oh, man, I was always a big fan like everybody else in the world. I grew up, watching him and all that. And then we was, he knew I was a big fan of his. And I found out later I guess he was a fan of mine, but he knew I was a big fan of his because he was just he's just Michael Jackson, man. And we met through mutual friends and mutual people, and man, just became friends. And he knew I just was a big fan of his, man. And then I became friends, so it was a blessing.
So you could call him on the phone, and was he funny?
Michael was funny, man. He was always encouraging, a lot of good advice and wisdom, man. He was just a genius. And man, I was just blessed to be able to talk to him about, little things he would say and stuff like that. And he was funny. He would talk about me. He would because I was, I'm from the South. And stuff, so he would say me like Crur. He would say my name like that sometimes. Crur. Michael, I know you ain't trying to talk about somebody. I would say that in my mind. I wouldn't say that to him.
Okay.
That's the way I talk. But he was like Crur. But he definitely had a sense of humor, man. He definitely had a sense of humor.
I don't sound like a big fan here, but what are the rumors on last Friday and Rush Hour 4? Are they happening?
Rush Hour, they supposed to be working on some script. I haven't seen anything yet, but I think they're supposed to be getting me something. And then Fridays, I think they're working on something too. So I just wait and see if it's, if it comes together and look at it and go from there, man. So we'll see.
Will we ever see the Chris Tucker story? I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming,
really?
Man. It's
okay.
It's definitely coming. I definitely want to tell my own story, so that'll be definitely coming.
Well, look, we'll get a chance to see Chris Tucker Sunday, 8 o'clock, Smart Financial Center right there in Sugar Land. He will be here on stage talking about Chris Tucker. You can get your tickets at the smartfinancialcenter.net. And, Chris, we can't wait to see you, man. You're going to be on my side of town, so we definitely see you on this Sunday, my friend.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I can't wait to be there. Get there, so we'll have a good time.
Hey, thank you, Chris, man. Have a great day, bro.
Thank you, man. You too, man.